My next guest is offering perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's the first time for the Greater Moncton Girls Rock Camp, and we have Ilisha French, the co-director of the Greater Moncton Girls Rock Camp, with us. So
Hi.
The first time means that it's it's new, it's completely new and exciting.
Yep.
So what went into it's going to be next month. So what's kind of left to prepare at this point?
We've done a lot of fundraising this year, and so now we can safely say that we have enough funding to actually hold the camp. So now it's really all about filling up registration. We're just a little over halfway there with respect to that, and now as volunteers, we now have about 13 female musicians involved with volunteering. We're all now putting our heads together and nailing down what exactly we want to do for the programming during the camp.
All right, so that's good. It's August 13th to 17th, by the way, at the Go Music Studio.
Yeah.
I cannot read my own handwriting for the life of me. But so at the Go Music Studio in Dieppe from the 13th to 17th. So
yeah.
What is to be expected at this camp?
Well, it's a day camp, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and what we really have planned for the campers is to have them come in, learn an instrument. So every camper will be assigned to an instrument for the week, and then from there we're going to be putting them into bands and having them actually do guided jam sessions. So it's a little bit of formal music training, and then also sort of creative guided jam sessions. We're also going to be having some workshops available, so songwriting workshops, learning how to get involved in the music industry in New Brunswick, a lot of art-based things too, so designing logos and other promo materials for bands. Yeah, so that sort of stuff. We're really just trying to show these campers the ropes and how to get involved in the music scene.
That sounds very comprehensive. I'm very impressed. That's not just play the song and then hope it gets out. That's way more than that.
Yeah, no, we actually hope that they'll get to write some of their own stuff and sort of get started on creating sort of a creative space for themselves. That's very impressive.
Now, we have mentioned this is the first year for this, and it's quite ambitious. But there is kind of a roadmap that you've been following at least a little bit, because you said that you were part of this in Fredericton, and then you decided to bring it here to Moncton. So why bring it to Moncton?
Well, I had been interested in rock camp for quite a few years and always had wanted, when I heard it existed, I wanted to do it in Moncton. But timing was just never there. And then last summer, I heard that they were doing it in Fredericton through the Charlotte Street Art Center. So I thought, why not go stay up in Fredericton for a week and just volunteer and see what it's all about and see how is it done and what's possible and how does it work. So I just sent a message to Eva George at the Charlotte Street Art Center, went down there, stayed at a friend's house for a week and just went in every day. I taught bass for the week, and I was just really inspired by doing that on its own. It was for me the first time I had really gotten to interact with so many female musicians all in one place, and then to top that off, we were empowering these young women, to like I said, carve their own space for themselves musically, creatively, empowering them, showing them how to cooperate with each other, how to support each other. And so once I did that and had that experience, and we did a final showcase on the last day of camp, and they all performed, and it was just, everybody was in tears. It was just really super cool, and so I just knew it had to be done in Moncton. And actually at the showcase in Fredericton, I met the other co-director, Dylan Hackett, and we became really good friends. We both kind of jumped on this idea, and we've been hacking away at it ever since. So
yeah, because you've said it's just off camera here before you went live, but you mentioned this is almost a year for you guys really to get this all together.
Yeah, so we actually, as soon as the Fredericton camp ended, Dylan and I got going right away on planning, because we knew that we were going to try to apply for some grants, like municipal grants and a few others. So we knew we had to get planning, because the only way you can really achieve that is to meet the deadline. So yeah, we just started planning it, and it took off. You know, we started recruiting volunteers too. So we started telling our friends who were female musicians, you know, hey, we're doing this. Do you want to get involved? And surprisingly, a lot of people wanted to get involved. So yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. And you guys had some fundraising shows as well. You guys had one on Mother's Day. We actually have a picture of it right here. And maybe you can take us through that photo and explain a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so that is all of the musicians who played at the Mother's Day fundraiser show. So we held that at the Moncton Press Club. And yeah, basically we just had a fun day of it. It was an afternoon of local female musicians. We had a local art auction, we had raffles, we had baked food for sale, we had all kinds of stuff happening that day. And yeah, we managed to raise a good chunk of money for the camp. Everyone had a really great time too, because we were able to showcase a lot of talent that's already happening in Moncton. And yeah, that photo that you just put up, that's just at the end of the day. A lot of people had gone home by that time, so that's not all of the people who played. But we managed to get who was left, and we did a quick photo shoot at the end there, and we were all just kind of standing in the sun squinting. But
so as impressive as that photo looks, it would have been even more impressive had they gotten everybody.
Yeah, definitely. But Julie Dwaron was in it, so that was pretty cool. She's in our photo. So that just made the whole photo for us.
There you go. So let's talk briefly about your own credentials in terms of music. What is your music background?
Well, I started playing music when I was like 5 years old, so I started playing piano, and my brother was a guitar player, and he had a lot of guitars in the house, so as I got older, I started getting interested in guitar, started teaching myself to play guitar, so on guitar I'm self-taught. That would have started around the age of 13, and then I just from there started playing in bands, finding people to play with, to jam with. I think I actually started playing shows in Moncton around 2005. Yeah, and I've just played in various different punk bands since that time, playing different instruments.
Just capturing all that you can capture in terms of the music part.
Yeah.
You've mentioned there are other volunteers to help run this, and some nice musical talent here in the area. Who else is helping to volunteer that you can confirm for now anyway?
Well, I know, so I mentioned before Dylan Hackett, she's my co-director. We've got Tracy Lavoie, she's a volunteer. She's been playing in bands for years in town as well. Kendra Gale from the Kendra Gale Band, she's involved and has been involved. She also taught at the Fredericton camp last year with me. That's how we met. Amy Stone from Amy Stone and the Veneers is involved. And she's one of the members of the Galpines.
Friend of the show, we have to say that.
Oh, okay.
Friend of the show.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so Heather Narduzzi and Mandy Alain is also involved.
They're a riot.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. And actually, their band played another fundraiser show we held on June 1st. So yeah, it's all intertwined in a big way. Yeah, so those are some of the main people that are sort of active in the music scene right now that'll be volunteering. Yeah, and I think we have like 13, 14 volunteers now.
That's almost like a one-for-one student-teacher kind of relationship,
pretty near, pretty near. Though I think like not everybody's going to be available all day, every day during the camp, because people have to work day jobs, you know, and it is a volunteer-run camp, at least for now. So. So yeah, we have it kind of set up so that, you know, if volunteers want to teach an instrument in the morning and go to work in the afternoon, we can have people mentoring bands in the afternoon. So it doesn't have to be an all-day thing for the volunteers. We're trying to accommodate them and make it possible for them to be involved, but you know, not have to take an entire week off work.
Yeah, to get as much talent together as you can.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, I think the more people we have, the more people that are there giving their ideas. Everyone has their own experience as a female musician in this city, and so we want, you know, to really get everyone's perspective, and the more of that we have, the better mentoring we can do, I think.
Certainly. So we have about a minute. Let's hit up the registration again and make sure that everyone's aware of the Greater Moncton Girls Rock Camp. It is the first year. The registration page is right there, which is greatermonktongirlsrock.com. There's also the GoFundMe. And maybe we can talk a little bit more about that as well.
Yeah, so the GoFundMe page, we actually had put that up quite a few months ago to help raise money to throw some of the fundraiser shows. you know, we're still going to continue collecting donations as we do plan to continue the programming as after this camp is done. We want to continue on with it. So yeah, if you want to contribute, please go ahead and donate on our GoFundMe page.